What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Now kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me as the off-the-court noise gets louder and louder. Coach Kim Mulkey and LSU just keep Harlem shaking through the pressure. They blow out Middle Tennessee State in their game yesterday, move on to the Sweet 16. They quiet the doubters after a slow, mediocre opening tournament start to the NCAA tournament against Rice, and then they match up against Middle Tennessee State. Looked a little suspect in that first half, but they really turned it on and looked like the champs in the second half, the defending champs. Now, the defending champs have struck again in the transfer portal. Now, it's no secret that Coach Kim Mulkey and this staff missed out on top recruits like Jelani Cambridge, Joyce Edwards, and Sarah Strong, who they were going for. But they are still active in the transfer portal. We saw what Kim Mulkey did last year. She has just landed a former McDonald'S All-American, former All-SEC Freshman Team member from Arkansas. And the crazy thing is, she might not be the last. But before we get into all that, make sure we hit the subscribe button for all the latest and the greatest, and join our memberships. We got that exclusive content coming daily, weekly, whenever you need it. Now, let's get into it.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Arkansas wing Jersey Wolfenbarger announced Monday, earlier today, that she is transferring to LSU to join the defending women's national champions. Wolfenbarger is listed at 6'5", versatile wing with some serious height on her. She announced on Instagram she was taking her talents to LSU. Now, we mentioned she was a McDonald'S All-American, so the talent is there. Wolfenbarger is 6'5", playing the wing. Oh my goodness, talk about a walk-in mismatch. But she announced Monday that she was going to be transferring to the defending national champs and in conference foe LSU from Arkansas. Now, she's got talent. She had a promising start to her career at Arkansas. First off, she came in as a McDonald'S All-American. In her freshman year, she was named to the All-SEC freshman squad, where she averaged 7.6 points per game, 4.3 rebounds, and played in 30 games that season. Now, she did take a step back her sophomore year, where she averaged 3.9 points and 3.3 rebounds, and then she sat out this season. She sat out. So she will have 2 years of eligibility available to join LSU. Now, we're talking about a player at 6'5" that is a legitimate wing who came into the college ranks with a lot of high praise. She was a high school legend. I mean, they were calling her the female Kevin Durant at one point. She can shoot it, scored at all three levels, but she hasn't really shown much three-point touch since coming to college. Hasn't shot over 30% in either season. But if Coach Kim Mulkey can unlock her talent and help her reach her full trajectory, this could be a major pickup for LSU in the backcourt with just the defensive potential at 6'5", being able to guard multiple positions, getting that boost, possibly off the bench, possibly, her in the starting lineup depending on what's going on with the rest of this roster. But this could be a very good pickup. And I'm wondering, because I came across this tweet on X where one media outlet's already making speculations that the next domino to fall could be Talia Scott, the 5-star freshman who averaged over 22 points per game, also for the Razorbacks. World Exposure WB tweeted out, Talia Scott to LSU is heating up from what sources are saying. What if this is true? Now, look, I'm just reading something I came across because I was interested. I like a little bit of think pieces sometimes, a little deep dive, just to see what could be. But we're not making any speculation. I don't want to say this is a foregone conclusion or this is happening or anything like that. I've heard some of y'all saying that she's headed to Ohio State. there's a lot of different, being a Florida native, maybe one of them Florida schools can reel her in. I don't know, there's a lot of speculation that could be made. But going to join one of her former teammates at a program as big as LSU, where they are in need of scoring, because Angel Reese and Haley Van Lith, we're going to act like they're gone, because it's likely that both of them are heading out. So you add these two guards into this lineup, you got size, you got versatility, you got instant scoring punch, and things get really interesting, man. You know what I'm saying? They also have the Louisiana Player of the Year coming in as well, a 4-star point guard, Jada Richard. So, they're going to have a little bit more depth. I mean, hey, now, Coach Mulkey has proven that she can get the best out of those transfers when they come to LSU, man. We've seen it with Angel Reese. We're seeing it with Anissa Morrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, she just has that way of getting that untapped potential out of some of these players, and especially if they get off to a rocky start and, are looking for a fresh start somewhere where they can really be challenged, handle tough coaching, and blossom into the players that they have the potential to be. But through all this, some good news for LSU, because they're winning, they're hitting the transfer portal, still recruiting while in the NCAA tournament, dealing with all the outside noise off the court with this anticipated article from the Washington Post supposed to be dropping this week that could expose some stuff about Kim Mulkey, maybe that we weren't hip to. I don't know. Apparently, the journalist has been working on this for 2 years. Talked to former coaches, assistants, former players. Not really sure the elements of the article and what exactly is going to be said. But just by, Mulkey's comments, she's on the defense. What is she defending? I don't know. I don't want to make any speculation. We've talked about it in our last couple of videos. But I'm just, just saying that they're still Harlem shaking through the pressure. Add more talent, advancing in this tournament, continuing to defend the national championship. And, hey, man, you got to respect those Bayou Bengals. You got to put some respect on their name, man. Big news here, though, for them, adding more depth to this backcourt. Don't think they're done. And maybe this does help their chances with Scott, who can come in. I mean, you're bringing 22 points per game into this lineup. Instant scoring punch. And, I mean, even if Haley Van Lith did stay, I don't know if there would be a room for her, like, if Scott did come. But that's just, speculation. We'll know later, into the spring. We'll figure out, what exactly the dominoes will fall. But still a lot of players in the transfer portal. And as some of these good teams continue to get knocked out of this tournament, it's going to be even more players, even more stars jumping into the portal. So, LSU, they missed out on a lot of top recruits this year. They gonna have to get it done in the portal, but hey, that's something that they did last year, so it's nothing foreign to them. They can absolutely retool and reload this roster up in the portal. Even if Angel Reese and Haley Van Lith do go, they can definitely, they'll have to fill them voids by committee. It's not gonna be one player to replace Angel Reese. They can definitely, stack this roster up, and they get Samaya Smith back as well. So, we'll see. We'll see what's going on with the latest, but they do have a former McDonald's All-American, former SEC All-Freshman Team member joining the roster. What does this mean? For now, depth. But we'll see moving forward, how this thing shakes out. But y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about the situation and everything going on. Let me know. And make sure to hit that subscribe button for all the latest and the greatest. I am Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. Until next time, hey, we out.